What do you reckon, guys? Should we go in? We've had enough, yeah? Right, guys. Okay, so it's the old EdShed, and the engine is up on the stand, as you probably noticed. The clutch is now on the back. It's good enough. It'll do. Clutch fork, clutch, thrust bearing is missing. I've got to find one. Load them over there. Finding best second hand when I can. We're going to come in here. Obviously, transmission tunnel needs a bit of work, but we've got to say that we have been doing some things today. Now, does anybody notice anything changed in there? Look. What do you reckon? Looking good? Red oxide? Red oxide? Red oxide? Underneath? Red oxide? Some light. Bit of red oxide under there. Oh god, maybe. We got, as you know, an incredibly dim torch. So if you can't see it, you can't see it. With the cameras. That needs to go on charge when I get in the house again. So we've used up the rest of the red oxide under the bulkhead because we're just going to throw it away. But does that look pretty good, or does that look pretty good? So we're going to decide what colour we're going to paint it. Obviously, I got the engine top, gearbox stabilised, right? Didn't get the holes drilled yet for the radiator, but everything else is pretty good. Still have got quite a lot of work to at the back, but we've had a bit of a standstill. I've done any more here. I've done a load, but I haven't done a lot. So, hey, we got a few things that are sort of happened today, which are a bit of a pain. So tomorrow I think I'm going to have a go at this. Then have a go at sorting this. I'm going to cut this, push this back out, and then get my plate into there. My plan. Plate's already done, so I can do that. And then I can get that corner. So I might have a go at that tomorrow. When I get that done and that done, then I might finish trying to have a go at these lower quarters and then try to do some more welding down the sides. But at the moment, it's pretty tricky because it's cold. It's got really cold again, actually, which is really quite amazing. But, yeah. So just finishing that off is the next job. And getting this to fit slightly better here, which I can. And replace that, which I've drawn on there, as you can see, because it's there on the bench, ready to go, but it's there. Then I've got to do a load of grinding off. I couldn't get any more 15mm. I've only can get 16 now. So I'm going to make this. So I might get these, and I'm going to cut them all equally, and I'm going to bend them round so I get that curve. We'll see. We're going to give it a go. We've got 5 of them, and we've got another 5 metre length. So yeah, so like I say, it's just going to be another day. So we've done a bit, we've done a lot, and I'll tell you what, it's amazing what a little bit of red oxide does. Look at that. Doesn't it start looking like a car? Pretty soon, if you can fix a Mark II Jaguar, you can fix an Apache gunship. If you can fix an Apache gunship, you can keep a destroyer working. Only problem with that is I'm too old. Anyway, so I've done the clutch, found some bolts, found some thrusts. I've got one clip short, but hopefully I'll get those two back together soon. They'll go back in. And at the moment we're overbalancing again because of the weight in the axle. So I want to put the engine in. This is what I said I was going to do. Now I'm here, look. And as I said before, I had a bit of an issue here because this one was not right. So I've cut it, shaped it and bent it. But unfortunately, I'm now having a bit of a fight on my own to get the door on. Don't call me a door on. Now the cat obviously wants to help, but unfortunately he's not going to use. Now, at the moment, this side's looking good. Obviously that is definitely overlapping, so I've got to trim that. And then I could get that. I've got 2 holes, and I don't intend to cut my hand again. So I've got a hole here, and I've got a hole down there to do. But I need to take it back. And you can see that line. I don't know whether this moved. I think it did. But anyway, it's not going to matter. I've got this out. Obviously, this is cut. You know what happens there. You've seen the other side. I've got a piece of steel in there to do. I've got to cut that down there, pan that, down that into there. That's going to be the rear lights. Obviously, the spats have gone back on. I've cut that all out again. That's got to go in. I've got that to do. I'm running out of gas, actually. So this is all pretty good. This is all pretty good. And I've got the panels. But I want to sort out this, and this. That's what the cat and I want to do. Is that what you want to do? Yes, that's what he wants to do. So, I'm going to try and get this on. I'm going to cut this off with the grinder now. Try to slice that off away. That should, in theory, allow me to get that back on. I've still got to put a piece in here, which I want to do. And I've found a really good tow bar bracket to drop the tow bar. So, that's good. I've got my bit of metal ready there, and I've got my bit of metal ready there, look. Go in there, see? Okay. Yes, and they can't get any 15mm tubes, so I've got 16. So I've got to make the hoops out of 16. Bit of a pain, but not the end of the world. I've got a piece of steel down there ready to do this piece, which I can cut out of there, so that'll be alright. And I've still got this to do here, which is... And I can't find this bit of wing. I don't know what he did with it. We've looked everywhere. I mean, it seems to be like the Marie Celeste is gone. So, obviously, like say that, you know, hey, more welding, more tacking, more doing, boom, boom, boom. And go on, cat, out of my way. Walk on. And obviously, that looks pretty good now. Oh, that transmission's on. We won't even go into that. That's hideous. I'm going to have to remake that smaller, a lot smaller. But that's why I want to put the engine in. I think if the engine's in, I can work around it. I'm going to block it up. A little bit worried about that motor. Not overly convinced that motor's probably got the best one in the world. But it'll once it runs. Listen, it's got to run. That's all I want to do. This is pretty good. Got the bits for this. Found a load of top bushes. Going to do basically everything I push I can. But I'm not going to upset the shock absorbers at the moment because I haven't got any more. I haven't even got any for that one, so it's not going to go down well. The spats, as you see, they're on at the moment, but this here, this panel, is obviously not good, and that's not good. That is bowed, and there's a panel in there, ready there, I hope. And that should, in theory, allow me to get that back a little bit better from about here. I can get that, I can push this in, I can take that in. That can come up a little bit, that's really nice there. And obviously that panel is the homemade door skin. Oh, it's just horrible, but I mean, it's the best I'd give my model of the world. So, yeah, hopefully I'm going to try and finish this, get that door on, get that done. Then when I get it, once you get it sort of outside, I'm going to try and make some templates with with arches. Obviously, you know, hey, you've heard it all before. Look, listen guys, it's coming on. It's coming on. It's getting there slowly, but it's coming on. I've got to do a bit of grinding on these, and I've got the panels for those, as I said. But I need to put down here. I need to come down there. And I really would like some sticker flex to stick on here, so when I do put that on, I don't get it doesn't vibrate. That's going to be expensive. But yeah. But look, come on, look. It's coming on. Every job I do is a job I ain't got to do again. And to be honest, hey, this looks a lot better now than it did. So, you might come back to you when you see a bit more when I got that on, and we'll see what happens, see how it looks. Talk to you soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow us about, click that button, blah, blah, blah. Kneecap hill. See you soon. Alright guys, still the EdShed, and I'm having a nightmare. This is not going quite the way I want it to be. I got a credit card that's got no limit. Ah, okay, stop with the crap. Alright, so we can grind the gap there, we got that. But look at this. Now, that's after a lot of beating, a lot of grinding, a lot of cutting. I can't, see, this was too far in, and I think I got it too far out now. So now I've got it here, it's okay, and it's alright here. We've got this bulge here. I've got that there. I've got a lot of hammer marks. Sorry. I know. Look, guys. Hammer. Can I say something to you guys? Look, listen. I understand poor old people like Sad Chad and Jolene. He's a clever guy. I think he's great. I love him, actually. I think he's brilliant. And I'm not all that keen on the camera girl. I mean, because that's just like all the old perverts, like, leching after the woman. But he's a clever guy. I just wish we had the equivalent. I've sort of hit that, and I got it wrong. And you can see I've got it wrong. Over there, it's wrong. I mean, I know whether you can see it, whether you want to see it. If you don't want to see it, who cares? But look, I want to try and get that sway to come up to there, which I've got on this side. But that side, it's because that panel, that frame's wrong. Now, it's because it's too long. I can't. I've cut it. I've relieved it. If I cut any more, I'm going to have to cut it right through it and then beat it in. And then I just don't know. I need more cider. A few more ciders, and I'll tell you what, I'll get that looking great. So obviously, like, the door's still open and closed, and yes, but it's this. I've relieved it, I've cut it. I'm trying desperately to get that to go back, but I'm not kidding. From here, there's okay. I can live with this. That goes out, and then it goes really out until about there. So it's bad from there to there. And obviously, I've hit it. I just keep doing bits. Look, guys, look. Gradually, it'll either be all right. I measured this 3 inches, 1.5 inches, same as the other side. Bottom's the same. So I don't know. Maybe the doors were bent. Maybe the door's bent, because that is actually the same as the other side with the profile gauge, but the door is not fitting. And I know everyone's going to say, yeah, but you've got loads of cuts. And say, yeah, I know. But when you do the measurements, it should in theory be right. It isn't. It ain't working. And yeah. So, as they say, screw it. Well, it's still out here. I'm right here. Let's do it. That's pretty good. Yeah, I know. Someone said, mount the camera on a tripod and I'll get more viewers, and do this and I'll get, and do you know what, guys? Look, I don't know. I think the thing is, I do see sort of like Chad's an hour and he just does a video. If I had someone here with me, do an hour of me doing this, then yeah, you could see this in real time. But it doesn't work like that when you're on your own. Because if I set the camera up and I spend like 3 hours beating some of the crap out of that, I've got to hit that, I've got to hit this has got to come in. But if I spend loads of time doing it, it doesn't work anyway, so it's not fair. I know it isn't fair. It doesn't work like you want it to. And at the end of the day, it's going to work how I want it to, and it's going to work all right for me. So if you don't like it, you won't have to look, will you? But yeah. And as I say, the only people out here was me and the fur burgers. Too bloody heavy to lift. Got my jack back, so yeah. But of course I'm having a bit of trouble because every time I sit in, the car balances up. It's too heavy at the back now. It's even heavier now because there's a cat in the back. Oh, the cat on the back. But yeah. So come on, guys. Like, make some comments. Tell me how crap it is. All the 100 people that watch this dribble. I mean, if you enjoy watching it, guys, I mean, then make a comment. Say, look, you'd have done it this way. I've already had a friend of mine, he has made a comment. He said he should have done the back doors different. He said I'd have cut the tops off the back doors, made them square. And I said, yeah, but I don't want to cut the doors up. I really don't want to start chopping doors up. So that went out the window. Someone said, well, you're wasting your time with that Jag engine. And I said, well, I don't care. Someone else said, why don't you just panel the sides straight and forget about them bits of panel, those arches. And I thought, well, to be honest, if I was making another one, I would do that. I'd buy an 8x4 sheet of steel, I'd weld it to the top, fold it down and weld it to the sill, and then cut an arch into it. I know. But I didn't. So, tell me I'm an idiot, whatever. But yeah, so at the moment, like I said, I got a few things to do. I've got to modify a mast because I found a really good mast but it's the wrong size. And I've still got loads of welding here. So I'm going to go and get myself something to eat. And I'm going to come back out here. And come on then, for a face. Go on then. Go on then. Let's see you. Go on then. Go on. Go on. Come on. Yeah, you see that? Cowardly cow. Talks the talk, just doesn't purr the walk. Anyway, so yeah. There it is. It's coming on, guys. I know everyone said, like, it's a lot on your own. It's a huge amount on your own. Even with the cat's help, it's a lot. But, yeah. Once I get them two back corners done, I can then put them side panels in, can't we? And once I get them side panels in, I'm going to finish all that welding off. I want to get it back on its wheels. So the engine and gearbox going in next. People said, yeah, well, you know, but once I put the engine box in, I'm not taking it out. Once I put that in, I'm not taking it out. So that's mechanical stuff. And then I will just finish off the welding, which is why I want to get them back corners done. Because once them corners are done, I can put the sides in, chop that crap off, redo that, make that top roof, make a hoop at the front, make the hoop at the back, get that fitting, because as you can see how bad that is. Yeah, alright, don't look at that. I want to kick it. I just want to kick it. No, don't look. So yeah, no. Come on, it's done. It's done. It's a lot of work. It's a lot. Well, it's not actually. Wait, I've only been out a few hours. But the few hours I've been out here, I've got really fed up with it. Anyway. But look, grey primer, red primer. Red oxide. Doesn't it look good with red oxide? Wow. Looks like Concours winner. Look under there. Look. Oh. Yeah, hey, guess what? See on the road soon. So, if you like watching this crap, keep watching. If you don't watch. If you do, like, subscribe, follow me about, look at the rubbish, and guess what, guys? Comment about what you think you can see difference about them sides if you see this video, because I think they're pretty bloody close, but this one looks to be out too far. Anyway, I'm not going to go down there. Maybe I need to beat it in. This whole side is annoying me. Talk to you soon, guys. Alright, guys, well, it's the old EdShed. Look, after a lot of beating, slapping, cutting and grinding, I've got that about as good as I'm going to get it, I think. I think the door's bent. Oh, I think I hit the door. Sorry. I think I can hit the door out. I can't get that down. Yeah. But yeah, this obviously needs cutting again. But yeah, she's on. She's actually still in the but she's actually alright. I mean, I think if I get the door, put a block of wood in it and close it, I think that'll be fine. I've got to put some bits in here. I had to cut this quite a lot, as you can probably see. Well, hey. Guys, that's all the shit you don't see. There's all the shit you don't see that when you're trying to do this crap. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to trim all this off. I've made that. That just gave me a bit. I shouldn't have done that. It's my own fault. Hey, filler, hydro multiple chins, multiple chins. Fillable hydro multiple chins. So, I've sort of got a few ideas in my head. And this is just more crap that you can listen if you don't listen. So I've got to panel that into there, which I know. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this 16mm stuff, which I've got about another 5 meters of. I'm going to make it in a frame and panel straight down to the frame. Only because I can. And I'm going to cover that possibly with some tin. So we'll have like a little waist there, and we'll have a panel, and hey, it can rot away. I don't care. I'll be long dead when it does. Anyway, so yeah, that's it, guys. Transmission tunnel. Oh, that's a disaster area. I'm not even going to go down that road. That's going to be made a lot smaller. And because I want to get this, This was on my list today. I don't think I can do any grinding because I think it's a bit late. But I think at the moment, I think I can. That's good. That'll do. I've still got to put an inner lip on there to get those seals. But hey, she's all right. She's good. She's good. I know. Put it on a stand. Blah blah blah. Kneecap pill. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will one of these days. But for the minute, guys, I'm just doing this. I'm winging it. I'm winging it on a wing and a prayer. I'm surviving on cider and macaroon. gluten-free macaroni things. Oh dear. But yeah. Okay, so that, as you can see, I can put some spacers on the hinge, and I can bring the hinge out slightly. That'll get me that gap. This obviously needs to be ground off, but I think that's basically, I'm done there. I'm done. The next thing now is the tow bar, droop, door locks, catches, side panels, and inner wheel arches, and get off there. And obviously these panels, and a load of grinded, and the ends of that, and the inner sills, and the inner arches, and a load more stuff. But hey, guess what? It's a lot further on now than it was earlier. So, yeah. Talk to you soon, guys. Oh, God. Right, okay, guys. So, it's the old EdShed. It's 7 o'clock at night, and Houston, we got a problem. Now, I don't know what thrust bearing it uses, so I wanted to try and just guesstimate. But the moment I put that gearbox onto that engine, and I try to tighten it up, I get to about half an inch and the whole thing locks up solid. So I know what everyone's going to say is, yeah, but it's never been done before. Well, it has, because I've got loads of them running, and it's the adapters are. But I don't think I've ever used one of them gearboxes. I think that's an R380, and I think it's got this shroud here. See that shroud thing there? Now I think that shroud thing there is fouling on the clutch plate. So when I tighten it in, I get it to there, it starts to go, and then it just jams up absolutely solid. Now, I had initially a bit of a problem with the spigot ring, but I sorted that, and obviously that's the best clutch I've got out of all the crap. I'm not bothering. So, there's been some modifications done to this balancing already, possibly by the flywheel, I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, Houston, that's not great. So I think every time I take 1 step forward, I take 10 backwards. Oh dear. I don't know. It's stupid o'clock at night, anyway. So, I'm not going to get down about it. I'm going to look on the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life. So, I'm going to take the clutch off. I'm going to put it on again. And if it goes on without the clutch on, then I know that I have an issue with that collar fouling the clutch plate. So that means I'm going to have to take the balancing back off. Oh, God. Which isn't actually as bad as you think, to be honest. Anyway, so I'll rip the balancer back off, and I'll surgically remove that collar. I don't think it's needed. I'll just chop it off. If the eye offends thee, chop it off. That's it. I'm chopping it off. And I can go over there. Oh God, over there. Look, I can go over there. And I think it's another an LT77 box. And I can have a see where that collar's on it. If that collar's not on it, then that's what the problem is. I've never had it before. I've never had it again, and I don't intend to have it now. Now I've got over here. I've got my gear lever, which I found. So we'll struggle over here. Go on, because come on, guys. You should be excited. Now that is an adapter. That's a 4.2 5-speed LT77 gearbox for a Jag, and I've got that, and I've got the clutch arm. So I could have used that. What do you think? Certainly the bellows is a lot bigger, but it's the clutch arm's the problem, because the bleeding clutch arm is, well, it's just hideous. The clutch arm is I don't know, I think I've cut it off. So maybe I can't use that. Well, we'll see. Yeah, so that's a bit of a problem. Bloody hell. Oh, God, you take 10 steps forward and 20 backwards. Alright, so that ain't going in. And I've got my carburetors up there, as you see. And coming over here, we got an abundance of crap, fuel tanks and stuff. Pedal box is freed up nicely. Pedal box is actually freeing up really nicely. So, well, the pedal box is great. And I'm going to modify that to take a Land Rover Series 2A master cylinder. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to, so whatever you want. Volvo vented disc. There's my rear calipers. So I think those rear calipers are possibly going to get used on this one before I do the other one. We'll see, I don't know. But it's just annoying that I wanted to get my bloody gearbox together. I had a great idea. I've done most of this. This is going to be tomorrow, but I'm going to grind all that weld off. I've got a panel to make for there, which is down there. And I've made up a load of templates for the inner reed arches on both sides. So I did manage to do something, but yeah, bloody gearbox. Anyway, I wanted this. Now I know you're going to be able to, but I wanted this because I wanted that support. I want the bracket support for on the top of the transmission tunnel. Because if I have that, then I don't need to go too crazy with the gearbox mounting. If I use the other one, I really do have to be pretty horrendous with the gearbox mounting. So I've got some lovely mountings there off that 4.2 engine stand. I've also got some Land Rover ones, and I've got a nice big box section with sort of the idea for the crossmember. So let's just say tomorrow's another day. Maybe tomorrow we can get to the bottom of this gearbox drama, because it's bloody annoying, guys. I don't know. Maybe in a previous life I was bad. I don't know. Anyway, so load of grinding tomorrow, a load more welding, and I've got to sort that. And then I'm going to put that in, and I'll tell you why. Because every time I lean on the back of this, the car tips up in the air. So I want to get a bit of extra weight in the front, and I think I could maybe just paint some of this black. What do you think? Yeah, stone chip black, paint it black. I don't know. Let's do something. But we'll do something. Obviously, the transmission tunnel is absolutely horrendous, so I'm going to alter all that. That's going to have to be made differently. So don't worry. Anyway, we'll not worry about it. We'll worry about it when we get the gearbox gearbox in, gear stick in, and then I'll make a tunnel, and a prop shaft, and the rear brakes, and the front beam, and the steering, and it'll be red oxided inside, and then side panels, all the welding, and the roof. So hopefully one day. See you soon. Like, subscribe, follow us about, and come on, guys. This is hard work, I'll tell you. Really hard work.